to Virgo and Jupiter. But you can actually be much more profitable and prolific pursuing this intuitive path. Every time you practice this, every time you sit down and dedicate your time and dedicate your energy to this intuitive craft, you are strengthening your abilities. Hi everyone, welcome to your July collective reading. I'm gonna throw some astro dice as well as pull some cards, and we are going to see what Spirit has in store for you, what your spirit guides want you to know for the month upcoming in terms of the energy as it relates to your work and career, your finances, your health, and your love and relationships. So let's start with the dice. To Virgo and Jupiter. Okay, so the number 2 is going to be prominent over this next month. The sign of Virgo, some of you might be Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Mercury will also play a secondary role in this month. We have Jupiter here as well. Jupiter is currently in Aries. And the number 2 here. The numbers 2, 22, 4, 44, and 222. You may have been seeing these numbers recently or a combination of them, and the Spirit is indicating and acknowledging that these messages and synchronicities are coming from the higher realm and are encouraging you to take the path less traveled. Some of these situations might be difficult for you, and Spirit is saying you have the energy and strength and potential to take the road less traveled. Spirit, what do you have? Okay. All right, so we have the 2 of Wands here. So this, to me, is a continuation of this number 2 astro dice here. This is the card that I was seeing in my mind as I was getting the information about this dice. 2 of Wands. So some of you are making a decision. Some of you might be looking at 2 options. The 4 of Pentacles here. You might be having a difficult time making this decision because you're holding on to things that are tangible. You're holding on to things that you know that you need. You know that you need a job. You know that you need financial stability. You like what you have and you're comfortable with what you have, but there is a spiritual upgrade coming in, something that you can work on for a long time here. Something that you've been working on for a long time, something that might be still a little bit elusive to you, but something that you're beginning to develop in a large variety of ways. And this is something that is a spiritual gift, a spiritual upgrade that's coming in. This is being able to harness your intuition, strengthen your intuition, and being able to use your intuitive gifts to make money. I mean, like, that's basically what this is saying right now. So you're in a decision-making stage where you have the opportunity to either hang on to the current situation that you have or kind of go in this direction of what you feel like is an underdeveloped spiritual gift. But the cards are saying, your spirit guides are saying, sure, okay, you can make money doing this, but you can actually be much more profitable and prolific pursuing this intuitive path and intuitive life purpose. Okay, we have the Page of Swords here. So some of you might be experimenting. Some of you might be trying to strengthen your communication. So this card is very interesting with this 9 of Cups. This is someone who is literally pregnant, the family who is sitting around kind of watching in awe at this miracle of life unfolding before their eyes. You can see that the dog is very interested and intrigued. When I was pregnant, I could totally relate to this. My dog was next to me 24/7, would not leave my side. Some of you might be feeling a particular closeness or connection with animals. What Spirit is saying is that if you continue on this path, this Page of Cups, and you continue on this path of Page of Swords. So every time you practice this, every time you sit down and dedicate your time and dedicate your energy to this intuitive craft, you are strengthening your abilities. You are strengthening your talents. You are sharpening your skills. And so, yes, we have the page energy that's out here, which is relatively inexperienced compared to the other court cards. But Spirit is supporting you on this path. Spirit is supporting you on this path of growth and on this journey to this Nine of Cups. You're giving birth to a spiritual project, a creative spiritual baby. The Knight of Wands. You're passionate. You are passionate. You are fiery. You know what it takes. You know what makes you happy. The Eight of Swords and Judgment. So Spirit is saying don't judge yourself. You are getting bogged down in this feeling like you are relatively inexperienced, feeling like you don't deserve to have the Seven of Pentacles, that you don't deserve to have this Nine of Cups, because who am I? Like, I'm so early on in my journey. I'm so early on in my intuitive journey and spiritual growth here. I'm still learning how to communicate with my spirit guides and the higher realm. I'm experimenting. Why do I deserve to have the Nine of Cups? Why do I deserve to have the Seven of Pentacles? But this is in your mind. This is your insecurities. This is your judgment. This is your judgment that's coming out. Eight of Wands. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. This love, this passion, this happiness is going to start to align itself. It's going to start to move. And it's interesting because this card, these wands are coming out of heaven, right? We can see that we're above the clouds here in this. And so these, and there are wings here as well. So this energy, this momentum, this good news that's coming in is going to be coming in quicker than you think. You know, it's hard because until something happens, you don't know when it's going to happen. And so you kind of feel like you're out here endlessly on this journey, and you feel like it's never going to end. You're never going to get upgraded. You're never going to get that gratification. You're never going to see the fruits of your labor, right? You just feel like you're toiling away endlessly, and you don't know when things are going to break. When are they going to break? When are they going to break in my favor? And Spirit is saying they're coming in soon. They're coming in sooner than you think. Spirit is reassuring you that you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. You are not delusional for going down this path. You are not totally blowing your gifts out of proportion. Don't doubt yourself. Don't judge yourself. That is going to delay your progress. And the Star. Spirit is saying trust. Trust in a better future. The transformation is happening. You can feel it, and you know on some level that this is happening. You are beginning to trust in the universe, trust in your gift, and you're beginning to see the decisions that you've made in the past that have been out of fear. And you're beginning to take those leaps of faith. You're beginning to, back to this Two of Wands, you're choosing a different path for yourself. You're choosing the road less traveled. You're choosing the direction that 6 months ago or a year ago, you would not have chosen. A lot of times people think that they are following their intuition and they're following their fear. And you are learning the difference between those two things, and you're choosing the new path. I'm going to roll the Astro Dice one more time to see any final closing notes that Spirit might have to say on these cards or these messages. Okay, 8, which is so interesting. We have 8 here. We have the 8 of Swords here as well. So you are progressing. You are progressing. We have Mercury here, the communication planet. We talked about this communication. It's very important for you to not go down this road of this 8 of Swords, to level up to this Page of Swords, to experiment. Okay, and then we have Sagittarius here, which is also the energy of the Fool, which is the energy of Jupiter, which is one of the dice that we had out at the beginning of this spread. Okay, so this is luck. This is expansion. This is the great benefic in our solar system. Jupiter is on your side. Jupiter is backing you up. Luck is on your side as you take this road less traveled, and as you advance in your spiritual communication, and as you begin to shed some of this fear and anxiety and doubt that you have about your gifts. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope that you have a wonderful July.